Life can be busy and hectic and complicated sometimes. Luckily, we also have homemade cookies and my awful singing to help us through it. But for this video, I sat down and made a list of 30 more things that can help you to simplify your life today. Simplifying can be a bit of a process, but if you ask me, it is one of the best things that you can do for yourself because it just makes life so much more enjoyable. These 30 tips are all very easy to accomplish and very effective the minute you start doing them. Simple living, here we go. Since there are 30 tips in total, I cut this video up into 2 parts. Today is part 1 and part 2 will go up in a few days as well. So let's begin with the first of 15 tips to simplify your life today for this video. The first tip is to make sure that your thoughts, your ideas, your to-dos have a place to go. Because if we keep them in our mind all the time, it's kind of hard to stop thinking about them and all the things that we still have to do. And they also call this a mental sweep, where we just write down everything that keeps bubbling up in our mind. One thing that I have adopted into my daily life is bullet journaling. It's how I keep track of everything in my life basically. It only takes me about 15 minutes a week, and because I know it has everything I need in there, I won't forget stuff. My mind has become so much calmer. Getting organized and writing stuff down is a great way to simplify your daily life. The next tip is to simplify your wardrobe or even declutter your closet. If we have a closet full of stuff, of clothes and accessories, it can really complicate things, especially in the mornings. And there's really no one correct way to go about this. You can do a capsule wardrobe if that's your thing. There's plenty of inspiration to find about that on YouTube as well. What works for me is I only have about 30 hangers in my closet, and when they are full, that means that something has got to go before I buy something new. Also, making sure that your clothes easily match each other and not buying things that are too difficult to match or that you can only wear with a certain type of clothing. For most people, simplifying usually starts with downsizing and decluttering your home, and I also think that's a great place to start. I talk about this a lot on the channel, so I will link a few videos down below to help you out. And this video right here is also a great guide for how to declutter your home if you want to check that out. I personally find it very calming for me when I start my day to have a short to-do list of all the things that I want to get done that day. And you can even make this list the night before if you prefer. I don't want to make my day too packed with stuff and to-dos, so I always leave room for spontaneous things. But I do find that when I have this list, I can stop all the planning in my head because I know it's on paper somewhere and I won't forget. Something that can really complicate our day and overwhelm us is when we let the little things pile up. So a great way to simplify is to have a rule for yourself. If something, a task, a chore takes 5 minutes to do or less, then do it now without delay. If it takes more than 5 minutes, then write it down or break it up into smaller tasks. But I do find that when I do this consistently, the little things don't pile up as much and my mind is a lot clearer. For most of us, the only time when we can truly unwind and relax and process everything that happened is when we take some alone time. And this doesn't even have to be much, even just taking 5 or 10 minutes will often do the trick. For me, simple living has a lot to do with keeping things clear in my head and not letting life overwhelm me. If we let simplicity into our life, a large part of the complications will often leave on their own, and making a little time to be alone each day can truly work wonders for this. Our mind is an amazing thing because it can generate thousands of thoughts each day. Some are really positive, some are just really random, and then there are the thoughts that really don't serve us. So tip number 7 is to stop ruminating on these negative thoughts and don't let yourself fall into the rabbit hole. If you find that this is going on, that you keep ruminating on the same thoughts, then get some perspective. Go out of the house or let in some fresh air, call a friend, read a book, or even meditate, whatever works for you to get out of that mental state and climb out of the rabbit hole. A big part of simplifying your life is simplifying your commitments and learn to say no. In fact, if you only take away one thing from this video, then make it this one. Saying no can be a tricky thing, and a lot of us have at least one or more commitments in our life that, if we are being truly honest, we would feel great relief if we didn't have to do them anymore. If you ask me, life is busy enough. We don't need all these extra commitments in our life that we don't truly enjoy to make it even busier. So sit down, get out your calendar, and start making a list of all your commitments in your life. Now, I'm sure that there will be some on this list that you can't really get out of right now, but I'm also sure that there will be some that you can let go of. So simplify your commitments and free up so much more of your precious time and energy. Tip number 9 is to eat mindfully, so no distractions, just really taking the time to enjoy your food. And this has all kinds of benefits. Of course, you will enjoy your food a lot more, and also it will satisfy you a lot more because 50% of satiation comes from mindfully enjoying your food. It also gives you a few times a day to give your thinking mind a break, because we all have to eat a few times a day, right? So enjoy that and eat mindfully. A big part of simple living is to have your priorities straight, to know who you are and what you find important in life. So tip number 10 is to stop comparing yourself to other people. Because when we do, it's very easy to see things in other people that we feel we either lack or that we fail in comparison. And this can shake your confidence, this can blend into your priorities, making them fuzzy and making you doubt things. Of course, we can still keep learning things from others, but when we stop comparing ourselves to others, that's when life really gets instantly easier. Declutter your handbags. This will make it super easy for you to get out of the house in the morning. For me, this process really is super simple because I only have one handbag, one winter coat, one wallet, and only a few pairs of shoes. And my handbag already has all the essentials in there, so I never have to worry about what to bring with me, and I can be ready to leave the house within 30 seconds. Number 12, stop with the multitasking. I know it sounds super effective doing more things at the same time, but in the end, multitasking is not more effective at all. In fact, it's really hard to do things properly and efficiently when you're trying to do multiple things at once. And so you will find that you have to go back to it if you want to do it properly. And it will also drain your energy because we are not built to focus on multiple things. So focus on the task at hand, get it done right and quickly. That feeling you can get when your finances are a mess, that can be so stressful, so simplify your life by taking charge of your finances. Now, I don't mean make more money, I just mean get a clear understanding of the money that goes in and the money that goes out. You can also make some saving goals for yourself, for example, or goals about paying back credit card debts. You can also make a list of all your monthly expenses and see if there are some on there that you don't really make use of, and maybe you can cut them out. When we surround ourselves with positive people, life instantly gets sunnier because we get influenced by each other, and so hanging around with people who always look on the bright side of life and who try to make the best out of any given situation will inspire us to do the same. And this also works the other way around, so try to avoid hanging out with people who drain your energy and who make your life more complicated. Tip 15, when you feel overwhelmed by tasks, then use the Eisenhower Matrix. This lets you plot all your tasks into one of 4 boxes. If the importance is high and the urgency is high, then the strategy is to just try and get it done. If the importance is high but the urgency is low, then take it off your list for today and schedule it for later sometime. If the urgency is high but the importance for you is low, then the strategy is to delegate or push back. For example, phone calls, meetings, all kinds of time eaters. And when the importance and urgency are both low, then do we really have to do it at all? Thanks so much for watching. Give the video a like and share it around. And of course, share your favorite simplifying tips in the comment section. Stick around for part 2. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.